everybody. Happy Friday night on this January 24th. Happy to have you here. Some pretty crazy video to show you. You might have seen this as you were driving home. This vehicle was on fire. This was right where the Northway meets I-90, and this white pickup truck just up in flames today. Viewers sending us videos throughout the day. We first showed you this live at 5 as it was happening. We saw it on our cameras, our traffic cameras. Fire crews eventually got there. They were able to put these flames out. We have not been able to get a hold of state police for any information about how this started or condition of the driver, but we did see the car towed away eventually as the night wore on. So if you saw this, you are not the only one to experience this here today, but they did not close the road. The cars continued to drive on by as they battled these flames, and it took them a little while to get those flames out. I'd say probably half an hour to an hour, and then they towed the car away about an hour to an hour and a half after all of this started. So, of course, as we learn more about the situation, we will bring you updates both on air and online. We also have a story here that we've been following for a little while. You might recognize the name Neil Garzone. Well, he was the man who once played a role in the death of baby Eli, and he will serve 1 to 3 years in prison. That is what the judge handed down to Neil Garzone today. He's the husband of Anthony Ojeda, who was the man who put crystal meth in baby Eli's system in 2019 that killed the 6-week-old infant. After Eli's death, Garzone and Ojeda escaped to Mexico, where they stayed until they were captured last year. Garzone pleaded guilty to child endangerment and attempted evading arrest. Another story that we've been continuing to follow, a latest update here. In a federal lawsuit, the family of the inmate that was beaten at Mercy Correctional Facility, they're filing a lawsuit here. They're saying that this happened because of, quote, tolerance of staff violence, end quote, against incarcerated people. News Channel 13 has a copy of this lawsuit filed by the family of Robert Brooks against 17 employees at Mercy Correctional Facility. It argues that Brooks did nothing to justify the use of force against him, and the lawsuit says, quote, Robert's killing extends beyond the Mercy staff who were present. His killers did not act in a vacuum, end quote. We've been reporting that 17 employees at the prison have either been suspended without pay or have resigned since Brooks's death on December 10th, and the union for those officers also saying they will not be defending them in this case as it moves forward. Let's talk about our forecast here. We have quite a chilly night. Once again, it is January, of course, and so we are still below average for this time of year, actually. 16 degrees out at Amsterdam right now, feeling like 7. We're going to get up to seasonably average by the time we get to the next couple of days, but then the Arctic air moves back in, and we get to see those single digits once again. So temperatures right now, 13 degrees in Glenmont, 19 in Albany, 17 in Pittsfield, 14 in Hageman, 15 in Boston Lake. In the North Country here, 9 in Bolton Landing, 5 in Schroon Lake, 16 in Bennington, 14 in Eagle Mills. As we take a look at temperatures across the country, we're seeing a lot of places right at freezing or hovering thereabouts. So a lot of places are feeling this cold air, and the Arctic air in Canada is what's going to be visiting us once again, and that's why we'll be seeing those overnight lows in the single digits here. But -2 in Churchill, -18 in Baker Lake. So could be worse. As we look at our high temperatures here, we notice when that Arctic air starts to make its appearance Wednesday and Thursday, bringing us from above seasonably average, which is 32 degrees, down to the 20s, 22 by Thursday. So breaking this down hour by hour, we have mostly clear skies across the region starting the day off on Saturday. Clouds start to move in as we get to the lunchtime hour of Albany, and we start to see the snowflakes move in around dinner time Saturday night. As we get into Sunday, we start to see the bulk of the snow move through. And these are going to be quick systems. It's not going to be a lot of accumulation here, but these scattered snow showers will stay with us throughout the day on Sunday, tailoring off once we get past lunchtime. So it's more of a morning event, or the first half of the day event. So for tonight, still in those single digits, the last time, at least for a while. And then we see the return of the Arctic air, but 6 degrees tonight, partly cloudy and very cold. For tomorrow, 27 degrees, those increasing afternoon clouds with breezy conditions. 7-day forecast looks like this, getting up to above seasonally average for this time of year with lows in the teens. Once we get to Wednesday and Thursday, that Arctic air dips back down from Canada into New York, and we have overnight lows in the single digits once again. But once we get past Wednesday, we start to see the return of the sunshine once again. So a little bit of a give and take here with the snow for the cold and vice versa. Well, so we had a lot to talk about here tonight. We have more coming on News Channel 13 live at 11 o'clock. We're going to bring you any new information that we get from state police about the car fire that happened. This is right at the interchange of I-90 and the Northway, right at exit 24. So we're hoping to get more information from state police. Also, more headlines coming in as we get closer to 11 o'clock. So we will see you then. Have a great night. If I don't see you, have a great weekend.